You know, I've just thought about it. We need a monster, and then we can have the Scooby Gang come in, and then once we find out who the killer is, we can be like, it's Old Man Jenkins! And there we go, we've got a happier tone for Broadchurch, haven't we? Or am I being cliched? I don't know. Hello everyone, it's the final episode of Season 1 of Broadchurch. I'm really intrigued to see the answers come around, but my name's Liam Catterson, and we are going to be delving into this episode. It's been a very intriguing season. Definitely has, you know, been a really strong, like a strong contender in terms of quality and development, writing, acting. They've all been pretty fundamental in my opinion, and they've all been pretty sick to watch. So, yeah, it's been a very interesting first season. Of course, we'll be starting season 2 next time on Broadchurch, but I've also been told don't even bother check out the American version because it's basically a repeat. So unless I just want to waste time, I'm not gonna do that. But yes, we are going to get answers on the killer. Maybe even fill out the blanks on you know the steps they took, things we might have missed, of course. Although I've been like keeping my eyes on like a hawk, but you know me, I've probably missed something. We've also got to get clarity on what Tom is deleting, or what Alec has retrieved, should I say? Because he was like, of course, it's like, and we didn't even know about it. So it's like, well, we need answers, of course. But yes, the fallout will be taking place in this episode, and hopefully the execution. I'm kidding. We don't do that here. We mean jail, of course. Execution. I know you're a bit bloodless, Liam. All jokes aside, yes, this is the final episode of Broadchurch, episode number 8. Let's go. Mutual.
So you found a new friend.
Ouch.
Someone who understood him better than me.
Ouch.
You're right, Danny.
Kids will be kids. They'll be dickish.
I wish you were dead.
I had a feeling that kind of message would spark
He
up.
replies, wishing won't make it happen. You email back, I could kill you if I wanted.
Oh, for God's sake, that's just kids. Just
Shoe size, Tom.
A 5.
What about you, Joe?
10.
Okay.
Ooh. Well, I don't believe he did it with those messages. But Joe's a size 10 as well, same as Nige. Was that Joe in the hood? No, it wasn't. Surely it wasn't. I don't know. Wait, oh. Wait, what? Mark? Unless he just planted a fake. There's these mixed signals. This is all really tense. Especially when we're going to the end of the road. This is a really well shot scene. Like you can hearing the faint beep in the background, whereas Alex is just roaming around all over the tracker's signal. Nah! Don't tell me! Do not tell me!
I'm sick of hiding.
I don't bloody believe it. I do not bloody believe it. No. No. Hell no. Joe did... What?
Well, it was the last time, but we're not doing anything wrong.
I'm not going to meet you anymore.
Oh, come on, Dan.
Try and stop me.
Dan?
I'll tell Dad.
No, let's not be silly.
There's some shady shit going on. Joe did it. What the fuck?
I mean, what would you say anyway?
I don't believe this.
Daddy!
Oh, and that's led him to... Okay. Ow. Yeah.
And you're too afraid to ask.
You need not to say those things, Dan.
Why don't you do them to Tom instead?
Oh shit, he pushed the bar to me. Oh shit.
Man! I never touched you. I never touched Tom, and I never will. Do you understand? He's not saying those things about me. I helped you, and you won't spoil it. You do not spoil it.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. And that was it. You killed him, and I'm shocked. Shit. It seems like that has, yeah, it's eating him up inside. Shit. And Figgy came along, so he must have been wearing. Yeah, he's wearing the same thing. Susan came along, and she thinks it was. Wow. This is like. It's like world crushing for him as well, because he's now a murderer, so holy shit. And seeing everything just come around, like how it was all
What was the exact
orchestrated as well as everything else coming out.
He told me he couldn't talk to his dad like that. That's when we started meeting just the two of us.
Did you tell Ellie or Tom?
Damn it, Joe. Damn it.
Why not?
I wanted something that was mine. Ellie has her job. Tom does his own thing.
I wanted to feel
But then,
special. And he went around it the wrong way.
If I can't understand it, why should you?
Did you ever give Danny presents?
mobile phone. Beginning
So
of
he
the
could
year.
talk. So that's why he had two, really.
Did you ever
For
give him
him.
cash?
£500.
Yeah.
It was part of our spending money for Florida.
Why did you need to give that? It was Joe. Joe killed Danny Rockwell.
No. What the fuck? No, he didn't.
Daredevil.
He didn't.
We have him in custody.
Confessed. Shit.
I want to see him. I want to see him.
Olivia Colman's just like nailing the acting. Especially her being like a detective.
You're not right. I want to see him.
But there's that denial as well, so I'm loving the acting. Especially David, you know, confronting her.
I can't explain it. Can I see Tom?
I mean, shit!
All right, get out!
Holy fuck! I'm just, you know, I'm blown away. I think that scene is especially included with the confessional from Alec has taken the life out of me. Like, and I think the way Chris has done like the build up to this and to this moment has just been impeccable. I tap.
It's
Psychic was
Joe
right. Yep. Well, I was like,
They only live across the field.
what did the psychic say?
I think that's on me. I only ever cared for him.
But that's the thing, though. Like, even if you didn't, this is going to label on them no matter what.
But seeing you here, you're not even worth that. Just pity you.
Shit.
Because you're nothing.
he needed, I guess, but dodgy stuff. No matter what no matter what. She needs the hug. She needs the. Oh damn! I can tell this is gonna be emotional.
How could you not know?
Oh. I think she's asking herself that, to be fair.
He said he was in love.
I mean,
maybe
Nat.
he was romanticising to justify what he felt, or maybe that's as it was.
Maybe he just wanted. I don't know. Saw a better son. I don't know.
People are unknowable.
He says he didn't touch him, and it stabs him to even think of the idea. But
you can never really know what goes on inside someone else's heart.
You don't know what they're like.
How?
A bloody detective.
Yeah, but you're not a mind
Copper
reader.
was lying. You said don't trust.
I really wanted to be wrong.
That kicks Alex as well. Alex as well. You can see it on his face.
Announced they have made an arrest in
Shit.
the murder of 11-year-old Danny Latimer.
It did say anyone's capable of this. Wow.
What's that?
It's like everyone. I don't know what you call it, but I know what it is. Everyone's showing us.
How did everyone
wow.
know? Was this you?
Damn it,
The
Rory.
word.
Damn it, Rory.
Maybe the word was good.
Good on him. You know, this show has just been impressive since I first started it, like around 2 weeks ago. In my perspective, of course, you guys are gonna have to wait like what, double that? Yeah, simple 4 times 2. Yeah. It's been a really, really amazing show. The writing, the chemistry, everything in this show has just been incredible. And I think this was the perfect icing on the cake for season 1 of Broadchurch. And I don't know if if it's like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. where it progresses or whatever, or I don't know, but like it's just making me think, how are you going to top that? I think they handled everything beautifully. The funeral part, the last scene where, other people around the community lighted up the thing. I can't call it anything. I'll probably get told it's this, because I'm uncultured. Yeah, everything they handled everything really well. The revelation. I'm just amazed with that episode. Like, seriously, I mean, this show has just been incredible from the very start, and it ends on something massive. I mean, of course you'd expect that, the killer's not knowing at the beginning of this episode. But it's not just that, it's the cinematography, the directing, the acting, like, they were all on par in this episode. They were just absolutely astonishing, and I can't appreciate this ending enough, to be fair, this ending episode. It was just really, really well done, and it kind of you can see that kind of rivalry between Tom and Danny, especially if Danny's like, no, we're done. Joe being the killer, it adds something in terms of like that little rivalry. It makes sense now. I had a feeling Tom wasn't not going to do it. I had a feeling that the messages that he were deleting were going to be death threats, if anything, because, a murder's gone on. You got those messages. Not going to look good if they are somehow found, of course. And, you can see why he deleted those messages and tried to get rid of his computer, so, he wasn't, so people didn't look. I mean, he's still a young kid, so he might expect that the adults are going to look at him like, I'm surprised it wasn't Nige, to be fair, because I was so bloody certain it was Nige, especially with I mean, I know he didn't kill him with the crossbow or anything, because I know he was strangled or whatever, but I mean, he's a shoddy piece of work. He's got all this arsenal with him, he has this shifty personality, and he's still close with the family in some sense, with him working alongside Mark, so there's that. So I was certain it was him, but Joe was a surprise candidate. I mean, I've joked about him being the one to do it, but I didn't even think it was going to be serious, because I'm always thinking, well, it's always the nice ones, and you always appreciate the nice ones, and then here we are, he's the freaking killer. But he's got that guilt as well, so it's not like a straight up cold-blooded murder. It was completely... There was a lot of guilt going around, and I just loved the discussion, you know, him saying he was in love with Danny, and you don't know what that meant because he's adamant, and I do believe him, like, because he had the audacity, because he tried to brush it up, not because he didn't want to be found. Well, he didn't want to be found, but he didn't want, you know, that on his conscience. And it was always going to be, but, I mean, you even saw when he was trying to go to sleep, it was like his world came crashing, you could see it in his eyes, his world came crashing down because he's now a murderer. So, and he gave that, like, heartfelt confession about, you know, he didn't, you know, touch Danny, so he says, and I do believe him. But there's that debate that Miller and Hardy had, where they're like, well, there's an unknown, you know, it's unknown where he would have eventually gone, you know, had he not killed Danny. So he said he was in love, but there's no certain category. So, damn. Yeah, this episode was just amazing. I think that's an understatement. But I just loved everything. The cell phone activation, you know, scene where you saw Alec just walking around the area, you know, it was a brilliant one shot though. I think it was a one shot because it had him on the street and then he was just going around until he reached Ellie's house. I was like, Ellie's house? I was like, Tom? So I was wondering what the hell was going on until we saw Joe in the shed. But even then, I didn't even think it was going to be Joe because he's too nice, but here we are. No, but that scene was absolutely brilliant. You know, you're hearing the heart beating, the cell phone pinging, and just seeing him. It was a really, really well shot scene. I think this show has had a lot of great shots. But this definitely, you know, raised the bar. Like, they wanted to end on a bang, and they certainly did. The acting was absolutely phenomenal, especially seeing Ellie's you know, heart break when she was told. No, not just that though. I mean, Alec's way of telling Ellie as well was just absolutely heartbreaking because, you know, you even saw, like, when they were at the hotel, like, it was eating him up inside, seeing, you know, Ellie, who was none the wiser about this. Ellie's world crashed down. I mean, this is his partner, and, you know, being the one who, the partner being the one who is sleeping with the murderer is, you know, especially, you know, when most of the season you've seen him, you know, be this cold character, and at a crucial time like this, you just adore how, you know, upfront and comforting he was, and how much he was feeling for Ellie at that point. But damn, I'm gonna have to rewatch some scenes because I'm still editing, you know, Broadchurch reactions as we speak. I think I'm gonna be editing episode 4 tomorrow, in my perspective. And I'm going to have a close eye on scenes with Joe in. Because I'll be like, okay, how does he react there? I still think we have yet to get to the memorial bit in terms of Broadchurch. Because I know they held a kind of memorial service. So I'm going to have fucking eyes on Joe. Because I'll be like, okay, let's see how you reacted. Because of course because like I said, it was eating him up inside. And how he reacted. I mean, it's not, like I said, it's not a cold-blooded. He got a little aggressive. Doesn't excuse what he did though, because it's still, you know, shady. Not just the fact that he killed her, but he had this kind of unexplained relationship with Danny. Who knows how far he would have taken that. But there was that guilt, and I mean, no matter, you know, what he would have done. He's not just going to be branded as a murderer, but he's also going to be branded as a paedophile, so... especially when you use the terms in love. And the common folk will just use that as an excuse of paedophilia. And the common folk who do not know what Joe is like will think that he's using crocodile tears when he's expressing... you know, that he didn't do it. That's if he were free, of course, but he's not going to be, say the jailmate or whatever, but, yeah. That was a really, really amazing episode. I know I'm saying that quite a bit, but it was bloody intense, and I was on the edge of my seat, not just through the, revealing bit. They did a great, you know, retelling of how Danny died, of him being choked against the wall, as well as, you know, why Joe did what he did. It wasn't just that, it was, like I said, the performances again, you know, seeing Ellie lash out at Joe was absolutely heartbreaking, because it felt so authentic, and it felt really, really natural. And I think, they've got some amazing actors on this show. Jodie's excellent, David's excellent, Olivia, they've been really, really great in not just presenting real emotion, but different characters, so we can identify them, than rather being, you know, bald-headed, you know, Nigel or whatever. They've got that certain characteristic in them, so, yeah, it's been really great exploring with the character. I can't wait to see how that progresses in season 2, but through the first season, they've just absolutely nailed it. They've smashed the performances, especially in this episode. What else was I going... Oh yeah, they've explained, you know, why Susan saw Nigel at the beach, of course, because I was thinking, wait, he did it! So, he must have had some kind of involvement. But no, of course, you've got that confusion, because they both have the same build, they're both bald, so it's easy, especially on the dark, it's easy to make that mistake. But guys, that was an incredible episode. I just fell in love with the performances, the writing, everything about that episode was a fitting, well, understatement to say fitting, but it was a fantastic, absolutely amazing, brilliant, beautiful way to cap off what has been a really, really interesting season, where we have shifted our opinions on who could have killed Danny, to, you know, hating someone on their actions, to everything. It was just a perfect and fitting conclusion. It was just intense all around, so I bloody loved that episode so much. So yes, I will see you guys next time. You can check my season 1 reaction to Broadchurch in the nice little playlist if you missed any reactions so far. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!